Well, those stories in just a moment, but first, Pakistan's military says Indian Air Force planes have crossed into Pakistan-administered Kashmir and released an unspecified payload. Tension between the two countries has been escalating since a suicide bombing killed at least 40 soldiers in Indian-administered Kashmir earlier this month. Let's go now to our correspondent, Fez Jamil. He's joining us live from the Indian capital. What are you hearing about this, Fez?
Elizabeth, Indian officials are being tight-lipped right now. What we're getting is from media reports and, as you mentioned, from the Pakistan military. What we do know from Indian media reports that about 12 Indian Air Force planes took part in this strike, dropping bombs on camps that Indian officials say belong to armed groups that openly threaten its territory. Now, one of these groups is Jaish-e-Mohammed, which is the group that claimed responsibility for that attack on February 14th that killed at least 40 Indian paramilitary troops in Indian-administered Kashmir. Now, we haven't confirmed that this is the group targeted, but it has been the target of Indian officials and politicians here since the attack took place. Now, as you mentioned, the Pakistan Army has been releasing some information, and one spokesperson, Major General Asif Ghafoor, he claims that the Indian Air Force attacked Balakot. Now, that's not Pakistan-administered Kashmir. That's Pakistan proper. And if that's true, that makes things a lot more serious. In September 2016, Elizabeth, the Indian military performed what it calls surgical strikes. That was targeting these armed groups over in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, over the line of control. But now targeting a group in Pakistan's actual undisputed territory, that significantly ups the ante.
Fez, thank you very much for that for now. That's Fez Jamil with the latest joining us from New Delhi, and we will, of course, be going back to him for any updates on this developing story. But let's move